Yeah. All right. Welcome everyone to our first ever, well, it's technically a pilot, but first ever KOTPodcast. I am your host, Anna Coney. This is my co-host, Goo. Say hi,
What up?
Goo.
Gooey
Yeah.
here.
And today we have a guest. Well, two guests, actually. We have one of the admins, OG. Say hi.
Hey, it's OG.
And then we have a longtime member, Palpatine.
Hello, Palpatine here.
OG of the game.
All right. So tonight, apparently, there was another leak that I did not hear about. But first, before that, tell us more about you guys.
Pretty exciting leak.
Yeah. But we'll get to that. OG and Palpatine, why don't you tell us about yourselves? Like what you do for the clan, how long you've been here, what you like about it, that kind of stuff.
You want to go first, Palp, or you want me?
I'll go first. Hi, I'm Palpatine's Fist. I've been a member of the clan for, I want to say, 3 or 4 months now. The clan is focused mostly on Destiny Clan Wars. We like to compete in that, especially for the Iron Banner.
Yeah,
And what that really consists of is just grinding out games. It's just putting game in after game after game. You definitely want to pay attention to the modifiers that are going on, like Pew Pew for Scout Rifle, for
which
pulse
we'll
rifles
be covering
and
every week.
Scout honors and everything.
We'll be covering those every week in a section. That we'll have a Clan Wars section where we talk about the clan or the modifiers for this week's PvP Clan Wars, as well as strategies like when there's fisticuffs, like obviously shoulder charge is broken for that modifier, or when it's like head case, you can do like you know like that kind of stuff. We plan on having a little section of that each week, every Thursday.
On the Destiny Clan Wars site, I think it was the last Iron Banner, they sent out a survey, and they wanted to get the players' responses to like what they think how could we like change Destiny Clan Wars to be more accessible and competitive. And they're actually one of the options was to change it to your best 20 games, I believe it was. So it wouldn't necessarily be such a grind. It'd be more like quality of match. That would be awesome.
All right, so go on, Palpatine. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to put that in there.
No, not a problem. I was just talking about the Clan Wars and the modifiers and everything. But with that change, that would actually be pretty even. That would even out the board a lot for the grind, or it wouldn't even be a grind anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Some people still may grind, you know?
I mean, I'm a grinder,
game.
so I would grind, you know? Like, that's my thing. Like, me and Stink and Miss Sugar Rush and a lot of other guys and gals, I guess I'd say, like, are just grinders. Like, that's what we do. A lot
I
of
was
people
always
in the
a
clan
grinder
like that,
also. I would just be on for hours just playing it. But that wasn't to say that I wouldn't do like raids and everything every week and whatnot. The Challenge of Elders, everything like that. But
True.
Most important thing was playing with your other clan members too.
Yeah.
Keeping in touch, getting to know your clan members and everything like that.
Well, and I know that a lot of the times there'll be new people and they'll be in a party with like Guard Fiend or Stink or you, and I'll join on them, and I'm like, oh, I don't know who that is. Are they in clan? They're like, yeah, they're one of the new people. I'm like, oh, cool. So then I add them. You know, it's a really nice little thing. You know that we can add each other really easily.
Service restored.
Yeah, Destiny Clan Wars is definitely good for like clan camaraderie and getting to play with new people.
Yeah.
Just
all right,
activity
Oj.
in general.
Your turn,
Yeah.
Oj. Tell us who you are,
All
what
right,
you do for the
I am,
clan, and all that jazz.
I am OGE Prometheus. I am not an admin, but I am a PvP and art lead for the clan. So basically my job, as far as my leadership type role, is to come up
Create
with
cool
new...
stuff!
Yeah, I get to come up with new PvP content for the clan, The main one that I did was scrims, so
You
that's
also
kind
did
of the first
the
of
night of the
many.
month, which is really cool. If you
Yeah.
haven't, new guys, if you haven't seen that yet, you need to check that out on the webpage. Um, it's a
Yeah,
grimoire
so Night
card
of the
of a
Month is
specific night. Tell us more about that.
Yeah,
too.
it's basically just our way
One is
of
special.
giving someone recognition for their work in the clan based off of Destiny Clan Wars or how they are in chat, things like that. Just a little way to recognize them. And basically, what I do is I have them put on whatever armor they would like, and I'll kind of draw up a grimoire card for them with whatever their guardian looks like.
Can you still see Stinks, or did that like go away?
It rotates each time we update it, so Stinks is now done, but we are gonna work on like a wall that'll show all the.
I was wondering about that. I was gonna say I was worried. I was like, well, you can't see. It's not like a wall of like or like the Hall of Fame for football. You can't see the past ones. So I was kind of worried about that.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely be doing kind of a Night of the Month wall where we'll just leave up the past Grimoire cards.
Awesome.
And hopefully, the longer it keeps going and the longer the clan stays going, we can get more and more people up there. So it becomes almost like our own Grimoire book.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I liked
I will say-
Stinks. Stinks was pretty dope.
I think Guard Fiends is pretty badass as well.
Yeah, that too.
The Void theme.
Yeah,
Pretty
that was
awesome.
actually kind of difficult because the Taken armor is it's weird to draw. So it's one of those just awkward color palettes,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, just
But,
by looking at it, so much detail.
And then other thing that I'm responsible for doing is clan v clan interaction, which I can't say too much about it, but we're starting to look into that, as well as future tournaments. We do have one coming up, the Burn in Flames tournament.
Indeed, we do.
And we're hoping to make that a annual thing.
Yes, tell us more about that tournament, by the way.
So basically, Burn in Flames tournament, it's going to be a 3v3 tournament. Clan members only, so if you're a member of Knights or Rising, that's the only way you can participate. And we're allowing people to pick their own teams, unlike the way we do scrims where you sign up and we assign teams to kind of make it balanced. So this is a way for people to really see who's the best of the best in the clan as far as the team goes. Doesn't necessarily mean you're the best player, but it does mean you guys have sort of the best teamwork, the best chemistry to
I mean,
pull the
if you
win
get
out.
a Super Smash team, you might be the best players.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, teamwork does play a big part in 3v3s.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
can have 3 really strong individual players, but if they're all on separate parts of the map, they might not win, So it definitely kind of evens out based off of your teamwork. And then from there, you'll get a couple prizes. We're doing first place custom T-shirts that I'll be making, and second place is doing beer koozies. And then hopefully in the future, depending on participation, we'll do bigger prizes and stuff for the next tournaments, like free Xbox Live subscriptions and even maybe free games, things like that.
That
That's
sounds
awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
So,
I know, speaking on the teamwork aspect, just for me personally, I'm a fairly average PvP player. And just playing trials, we've won up against teams where I have maybe two players with 2+ KDs. And simply because I'm playing
Yeah.
with my buddies and we're having fun, we're able to, put up a good fight and win. Not every time, but we shouldn't win is really the fact.
Based off of the stats, yeah.
Yeah, on paper,
Yep.
we should probably get wiped.
well, Goose, since
Yeah,
it's
that's-
our first one, why don't you just continue and tell us about who you are and whatnot, too?
Well, I'm Goku, previously Goku Killer, and I've been in the clan, I'd say around a year.
Sign, please.
The clan's
Bye.
like evolved through time. It's
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Um,
don't know what to say.
I'm Anacone.
Hunter.
I've been a knight since day
Safe.
one of knights. I was in knights technically before it was even knights. It used to be dead on sight. And I was in that. And then we transferred over to Knights of the Phoenix, and I was one of the first people. And so I'm an old fart when it comes to the clan. I've been here forever. But,
It's a legend of the game.
I'm a legend.
So yeah,
I'm-
you've definitely seen the clan go through.
Oh yeah,
bunch of
I've seen it
different
go through a
phases.
lot. I've seen us go from 80 to 100 to 150. I've seen it all, man.
Through competitiveness too.
Yeah.
It's been a little more relaxed, more PvE based.
I think that's more with what
and-
Destiny's been offering us lately, though.
No, well, currently I would say it's more leaning towards PvP based. Just
Yeah, we're
simply
starting to
through
get back into
drought
our
of content.
hardcore. Yeah, I will say. It kind of ebbs and flows between PvE and PvP side. Obviously, there's some people that aren't very good at both, but I mean, what can you do? Yeah, we are a very solid clan. We do a lot of stuff together. I know you used to be able to get a, I mean, no one really raids anymore, so I can't say we still do, but you used to be able to get a clan raid together in like at most like an hour. Like when King's Fall came out, like an hour tops. Like that was a
There
long
would be
time.
multiple raids going.
Yeah,
And
like
when new content comes out, I'm sure there will be multiple raids
yeah.
going. You know.
But and then
And
all the
that
time
kind of
people
brings
are
us to
running
the new
PvP.
content.
Yeah, dude. Which brings me to the next thing.
Let's go.
What from the new content, like since I want to say the April update, what has been your favorite thing? Whether it be Prison of Elders, PvE in general, the Crucible, what did you like? OG, I want to start with you.
Weapon balance, for sure. I think they are definitely getting closer to an overall balanced system of being able to use multiple different archetypes instead of just one.
Just the doctrine.
Yeah. And then other thing, I like that they snuck in the Trials of Osiris new armor. They didn't really
Yes.
talk about it, but when you go
noticed that,
flawless,
yeah.
you know, you get that upgraded kind of Spectar version of the Trials of Osiris, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah.
For me, the weapon balancing was huge. I feel like I could pick up a scout rifle, pulse rifle, hand cannon, anything really. Get in there and do some work.
Yeah,
Shotguns.
exactly.
Fusion rifles seem to be making a resurgence.
Fusion
honestly.
rifles are
there's-
going crazy, man.
Yeah.
This is the first
There's
time
definitely some
I've
that are
gone a
strong.
month and gotten killed more times by a fusion rifle than I would say I have in ever
Since vanilla.
before. Since vanilla, yeah. Like in the past month, I think I've gotten killed probably several hundred times by a fusion rifle, which is probably 3 times what it was since vanilla. Like it's really nice that they've actually done something that brought a whole archetype of weapon into, usability. Like you used to not be able to use them unless you were like insane with, Pocket Infinity or Plan C. Like unheard of. Like, oh, fusion rifle. Oh, you're a
Forgot about
scrub.
the Pocket
Like,
Infinity.
yeah, dude. It's really nice that they
Back to
actually
Mythic
get
class,
use
too.
anymore. Because I mean, you'd get a fusion rifle from faction, you're like, oh, trash. Like they were useless. So it's really nice to see
I was
that.
looking at some.
Go
I
ahead.
was
Go
looking
ahead.
at some scrim rules today. I was just like researching like tourney rules and stuff like that, and I noticed that Pocket Infinity was some of them are 2015 rules, and Pocket Infinity was banned on a lot of the lists.
Well, it used to be overpowered.
Huh.
Like that and Plan C were the only 2 really fusion rifles that were viable. Like
Yeah.
even then though, they weren't gods or nothing. Like you had to be good with them.
Plan
I like
C
the
has
change they made
always
to
been
snipers.
vicious.